Yo, 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 we are looking to finish up chapter 3 with 3.7 and 3.8, where we're looking at slope, parallel lines, and perpendicular lines. So I'm sure you all recognize y sub 2 minus y sub 1, x sub 2 minus x sub 1. That's how we're going to find slope. So it's the difference in our y's over the difference in our x's, or rise over runs, a lot of things you may have heard. We also must make sure we keep it in the same order. So you can't switch these orders. So if you start, so as you can see with mine, I started with -10. I must also start with 6 on the bottom. All right, so those are my two x values. As you can see, I keep my y's on the top. We're always subtracting them. As you can see, because I'm subtracting a negative, it turns into adding 1, which gives me -9. Here on the bottom, I have 6 minus 12 to give me -6, and we must reduce this. So the negatives cancel out, and 3 goes into both of those 3 times and 2 times, and that is it. Same for number 2. All right, we're still subtracting our y's on top, x's on the bottom. This cannot reduce, so I have -7 over 9. When graphing this, we're paying to, I have in fuchsia, a positive 2. This is our x-intercept. So this is where your first dot goes. So when you select this graph, you need to first select what type of graph you're going to be graphing. Ours is a line, so you'll see a little button that has a little line on it. And then you'll click here. This will then create the line. Then you simply are going to use your slope. I'm using my y's, my rise. So this negative tells me I am going down 4. So I count down 4. And then I go to 7 to the right. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now I click a dot here. It creates the line for you. So the only 2 clicks that you have are first where you have your y-intercept. After you do your rise over your run, that is your next click. The line will then solidify and you're done. Next here, we're just simply writing an equation, and this is our intercept. I have this for a fuchsia here. We have y-intercept is -3. There you go. Our slope is 5, right in front of the x. Here, we're looking at horizontal and vertical lines. So horizontal line is going to go through the y-axis. So that's why I have y is equal to 7. Vertical line is going to go through the x-axis. So we have x equal to 2. We see how those highlighted as well. Here, we're going to be graphing here. Once again, you have to choose a line that you're going to graph. You just click that button, and then we go to where is x equal to -4. You click anywhere here, and you have to click a second time. So you click once anywhere on this line, click again, and then you have your line. Number 7, once again, we have to click that we're doing a line. You click that button. Then we go everywhere that we have a y is equal to 3. We click one spot. We go to another point. We click again. There you go. And then here we are simply solving for y here. So we subtract the 10x. We divide by 9 into every term. If you can reduce, reduce it. So you can see here 27 divided by 9 is 3. 10 and 9 do not, so we just leave it. Make sure you keep that negative. Graphing here the same as above. So we're going to be graphing 2 separate lines. So you'll click a line. You'll graph x equal to -3. You click it twice so that you have a line going through x equal to 3. You'll click that button again to create your second one. You click everywhere where y is equal to 1. You'll click twice. And then we just have their intersection here in fuchsia, which is simply the point -3, 1, -3, 1. Here we have parallel lines, which means they have the same slope. So I look at this line, it has -2 for my slope. So the slope in the line that I'm writing must also have the slope of -2, as you can see here. I am using the x and y values here highlighted. That is my y value. That is my x value, as I'm replacing above. I do not know my b or my y-intercept. That's what I'm solving for. I solve and I get that value of b. Now I know what that is. I already knew my slope was -2. I found my y-intercept to be 9, and now I have my new equation. I do that same process here. Parallel, same slope, 6 over 7. Here my y value is 6, x value is 4. I put 4 over 1 so that I can multiply the top by top and the bottom by the bottom to get 24 over 7. Now I need to have common denominators. So I change 6 to 6 over 1, multiply the top and the bottom by 7 to get 42 over 7. Because 42 divided by 7 is 6. Now I can subtract my 24 over 7 to get 18 over 7 from our y-intercept. Voila. Next, we're looking at perpendicular, which has opposite reciprocal slope. All right, we're going to be creating a right angle. So if my given slope is 1/4, the opposite of that is negative. The reciprocal of that is 4/1, and we've reduced that to -4. It wants us to keep it into point slope form, which is this form right here, and I'm simply replacing what is highlighted. This is -4, as you see, and I'm going to be subtracting my x value, which is 8, as you see, and I'm subtracting my y value, which is 3 here. And we just leave it in that form since that's what it asks for. Then in this next one, it's asking, we have to solve, make sure both of them are y. I solve this bottom one for y. I see that my slope is -1. The slope given here is also -1, therefore they have to be parallel.